monastery. A voice echoes inside me. Some would just say that's make-believe. Then I became a teacher, and everyone was glad to meet her, and they will all become like family. But life changed for me here, both smiles and tears, though there were painful times and fears. But with them all beside me, I won't run nor hide. Just like the wind, they'll take me for a ride. Fighting gold, a promise we uphold. Just like an archer ready to fight, we'll be shot out like an arrow until we reach our goal. For those who stand beside me, and for the future that we wish to see, and together we will watch our future unfold. Fighting gold.
I'm exhausted. What gives, Professor? I was so excited to see everyone again, and then this happens. I'm still tired from the long journey. How did it come to this?
Let's all take a moment to catch our breath.
If you've got the spare time to play with those guys, the least you could do is prepare some tea.
Well, thanks for the help, everyone.
We were hoping someone would come to back us up when we started routing the bandits. It seems they've been taking advantage of the church's absence and doing whatever they please here.
In any case, I'm glad that all of you are well.
That's the spirit, Marianne.
That was fun. In fact, I wouldn't mind romping around some more.
So, you were alive this whole time, Professor. I am not surprised. In fact, that is why I came here.
And it doesn't look like time has rusted your skills. That's a relief.
I'm just glad everyone's alive and well. On that note, let's move this reunion party somewhere else. Now that we've dealt with those violent bandits, we could potentially use this place as our base of operations again.
What could you possibly mean by that?
I'm talking about the Leicester Alliance taking over Garreg-Mach Monastery. After all, it's right in the middle of Fodlan. It's a critical strategic location.
Are you suggesting that we fight back against the Empire?
Aren't you getting a bit ahead of yourself? The Alliance is in complete discord at present.
And, as leader of the Imperial faction of the Alliance, isn't Count Gloucester, your father, the main cause of that discord?
Yes, that is true. It was inevitable. Our house's territory is close to Imperial land, after all. Had we not consented to vassalage under the Empire, they would have invaded immediately.
Naturally. And to be clear, I have no problem with your house maintaining its Imperial ties until we're sufficiently prepared to revolt. The Empire is the cause of the infighting. If we rid ourselves of them, the situation should resolve itself. That's why I'm thinking we should make this our base, raise up an army, and stir up some trouble for the Empire.
Now you're talking. Sounds like fun.
So then, Mr. Leaderman, does this mean you intend to rope us into your little scheme?
My grandfather passed away. That means yours truly is officially the leader of the Alliance.
If we had a more reliable leader, perhaps the Alliance would not have been divided.
Think what you will. All I need to know is if you're in or you're out.
I'm happy to lend a hand. I won't let those Imperial dogs set foot in Alliance territory. I couldn't bear it if my village got caught up in the chaos of war.
I'll fight too. I've got to protect my little sis.
I will join as well. After all, House Ordelia was once dragged into an Imperial revolt. It ruined us.
Of course. I understand your motivation.
I'll fight too. It's time to take responsibility for my own future.
I don't want to run anymore. I hope I'll be of use to everyone.
We can do anything if we work together, Marianne.
What about you, Lawrence? Are you going to go back home to your scary father or what?
We cannot rely on Claude's scheming to lead us to victory. Therefore, I will remain. It is my duty to ensure Claude does not worsen the situation in the Alliance.
All of us are fighting for a different reason, but we share a common enemy. If we don't act, the Empire will crush us eventually. I say we stop them before they have the chance. So, Teach, will you help as well?
I'd rather search for Rhea than fight, honestly.
All the more reason to join us. Admit it, you're not going to be able to do much on your own. With you on our side, the Church will join us as well. That makes fighting the Empire a moral cause, which means it'll be easier to rally support. Above all, your knowledge and strength are indispensable if we hope to stand a chance against the Imperial Army. Without you, my schemes are nothing. Just words. Please, take all of that into consideration as you decide.
You're really laying it all on the table, aren't you, Claude? Well, all that aside, this place is a mess. We can't very well make our base in a ruin. And repairing it sounds like a lot of work. I wonder if anyone would be willing to help us out with that.
Can it be? You were alive all this time?
Professor, it is so good to see you again. My brother and I were worried about you.
Everyone was real worried about you, Professor.
Cyril? Is that you? You've grown up, kid. Have you been looking for Rhea with the Knights?
Of course, without Lady Rhea, I don't belong anywhere.
Cyril, that's not... Never mind. We'll figure it all out.
I do regret that we were never able to hold a proper graduation for all of you students. I do regret.
I'm surprised. Why are you here, Animan?
It has been 5 years since Lady Rhea disappeared. We have devoted all of our energies to finding her. However, without being able to set foot in Empire territory, we are at a standstill. We had hoped that perhaps the Archbishop would return here on this day. That of the long-awaited Millennium Festival.
Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case, though I don't suppose you had very high hopes in that regard. Even if she were able to return here, with the monastery in ruins, I don't think she would have felt safe enough to do so. Right, Hilda?
Yeah! This is an important location for the church. To think you've left it in such a state.
Yeah, it endangers the locals too.
I agree. Maybe we left it alone for too long. We must do something about this.
I can clean this place up like new. It's not fit for Lady Rhea like this.
Agreed. There is also a great deal of valuable literature here.
Then let's do it. If we all work together, we can restore the monastery to its original beauty.
We will require the aid of skilled craftsmen, too. I shall seek out any such individuals who are willing to return to Garrick Mach.
Fantastic! I'll figure out how to split up the work, and then we can get started.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Guardian Moon. The Alliance Leader's Ambitions. Claiming the monastery at Garrick Mach as its home base, the Alliance army joins forces with the Knights of Seros. Together, they begin to take up arms against the Adrestian Empire.
Each unit has grown over the past 5 years. You should probably go check on their classes and their weapons.
Good work, Hilda. You didn't do much manual labor, but you managed to rope the Knights into helping us restore the monastery.
Thanks, Claude. But all I did was piggyback on your scheme. I saw your eyes telling me to make some magic happen.
We appreciate your assistance with the restoration of the monastery.
Oh, please, it was nothing. We're just doing our part as former students.
I'm told you even routed the bandits. I'm sorry. That should have been our job.
Hey, don't think twice about it. We're all allies in the resistance against the Empire, right?
The Church is at war with the Empire, but the Alliance is a different matter. Wouldn't it be better to avoid getting involved?
The way I see it, the Emperor wants to take over all of Fodlan and destroy the existing order of the world. I can't see her allowing the Alliance to continue to exist. We're in this just as deeply as you are. Actually, we were hoping to use this place as a base. The Empire begs to be meddled with, and we're first in line.
Why would you make your base here?
Garreg Mach is situated in the center of Fodlan, both geographically and spiritually. We want to secure this location while the Empire is still overlooking it. But if we simply decide that it's ours to occupy, that does nothing to inspire the hearts and minds of the people of Fodlan. Luckily, good old Teach has finally returned to us. If the Professor Rhea entrusted with the Sword of the Creator fights at our side, well now, that's a just cause anyone could get behind. What's more, here we are, working alongside the legendary Knights of Seiros. It smacks of divine providence, doesn't it? Can you feel it?
I have heard what you have to say, Claude. And you, Professor? Where do you stand?
I will find Rhea. We will find the answers that we want to see.
We are at a relative standstill. But with the help of the Alliance, the Archbishop said if anything should happen to her, that we should entrust the affairs of the Church to you. If you intend to fight alongside the Alliance, then I will follow you as well. Is that acceptable, Claude?
Of course. I can't think of anything more reassuring than having both Teach and the Knights on our side. Together, we'll stop the Emperor and her reckless ambitions.
Hello, my lovely child of the internet. It is I, Multi12679, and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses: The Golden Winds. Last time, well, we made it 5 years into the future after waking up from our coma and routed all the bandits, and now we're getting set to prepare for our upcoming battles in these wars. So, for the most part, we're pretty much all set. If you're wondering, I honestly don't have much in the way of things that I would like to change most of my characters into, considering that they're all so really good right now. There's some of them that I will, but for mostly everybody else, I'm pretty sure I'm set for just going into endgame at this point. So we'll just have to see as stuff progresses in the game. I guess the one person who I would like to change is Leonie, because it's been like a hot minute and she needs to get changed.
All that hard work's paid off.
I do not know why you got magic, but okay. I can't use that one as a magic knight, but whatever. That's okay. Marianne's fine where she's at. Your girl's fine where she's at, even though it would be nice probably... Nah, we're fine. Anybody else who needs to get changed up? I don't know what you have equipped right now, dude. Huh. Oh yeah, I know what you have equipped, never mind. I guess for right now, I will give you this class because it has a skill I want later, so...
I did pretty well.
Hey, you did. Not now. Oh, he's getting there. And is there anybody else? My boy is kind of looking ferocious. It'll still be a little while before I can get there. But yeah, you know, I think we're just gonna explore around for today, because obviously, out of everything that I want to do, that's basically on the main docket. But before that, I also wanted to go ahead and change up some appearances right now. Only because we're now at the point where I'm like, yeah, we can start showing off some of the really good costumes in this game. Honestly, the best outfits are kind of just here. We're gonna show those off for like a little while. Because now that we have the chance to, I think it's appropriate, is all. I mean, I think Golden Deer, in my personal opinion, have a lot of the best glow-up changes in the time skip. I'm just saying. Like, I don't think there's a single outfit that I actually that I mind in this, so. Yeah, I think I still have you in your regular outfit. Oh, Mercy, you look so great. And then of course, my boy. My boy's gonna be in here with the outfit. That's right, guys. Oh, I'm so happy to be at this part of the game. You guys don't understand. I'm actually very excited to play the rest of this game. At this point, we can basically... Oh, I thought I changed my outfit. I guess I did not. Appearance. Yeah, for me, I'm gonna go... I wish I could just wear my class outfit all the time, honestly, but I guess I can't, so it is what it is, but you know. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff on the docket, as you can see. A lot of quests, a lot of things that we're going to be doing. But yeah, basically at this point, we're at the home stretch of the game, guys. We finished the first 50% of it. You can tell by, of course, the new intro and all that fun stuff. But that also being said, we are going to be mostly coasting through the rest of this game. As you can see with our team and everything, we are pretty stacked. All these, oh man, all of these, oh. Yeah, all of these. Huh. All of these, man. Huh. We got a lot of stuff that we need to do, so. Oh boy. I'm just not gonna mess around anymore, and let's go ahead and start doing it.
I'm pretty headstrong, but Claude could give me a run for my money.
I mean, he's dragged the Knights into this. You ought to be careful, Professor.
You too.
Don't worry about me. I'm here because I want to be. Also, because being around my big brother feels like a real chore.
Excuse me, could you do me a favor? Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Could you do me a favor? Excuse me, could you do me a favor?
Sorry. Also, one big thing to note.
I'm pretty headstrong, but...
Also, one thing to note, you can now learn stuff from your students now. Because this is the time skip. And they've been practicing and training stuff for, like, the past couple of years, so...
Thanks so much. You're a sweetheart.
I don't know what you needed, but you're welcome. Hey, greenhouse lady, have you been taking care of our stuff while we were gone? Thank you. Man, I'm still rich, so... I've been gone for a while, but I'm still rich. Oh wait, you needed that thing that I picked up, didn't you?
I'm pretty
No, you didn't. Okay, never mind. It must be for somebody else's quest.
Maybe.
Hey.
Do you have time for a request?
Okay, well I guess we're doing fishing this episode. That'll be fun. Just gonna go around and talk to people. Hey, gatekeeper.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. You know, it's such a thrill to be able to greet you like this again. I almost died as well in the battle 5 years ago, but I won't allow any enemies to get into this place again. I promise you that. Even if the Death Knight shows up, I'll be sure to... Well, for now I'll keep training, so I can eventually feel confident that I can stop him.
Well, that's all we can do, huh? Thank you. Huh. Let's see. Oh, there's a guy. Hey, Anna.
There's unrest everywhere these days. All of my fellow merchants seem to be endangered. I hope things go back to normal soon. People need more to smile about, aside from my great deals. Hey, how about a favor?
Yes, please. Alright. These. Pretty sure we're still stacked with stuff. Yo.
Got a favor to ask.
Okay.
What?
Also, as you can tell, all of the actual merchants and stuff now have golden deer attire because that's the route that we're on. So if you're wondering why the coloration is different on a lot of these people, that's why. It's a nice and subtle touch, but I love it. Hey, look, it's Mr. Lorenz.
Professor, I have written to my father to signal my intention to remain here. Not that I require his approval to do so. There is not much for me to gain by returning to Alliance territory now. But by staying, I will be able to influence the course of events directly on the field of battle.
Will you keep an eye on the Alliance's leader?
Naturally. Someone needs to make certain he does not lead the Alliance to ruin.
Okay, thanks. Oh, you teach me magic, which I'm gonna need at some point, so I'll come back for you later. Cause I wanna start slinging magic myself.
Listen.
Hey,
This is
I could
terrible.
use a hand.
Soldiers, information, pirates. Alright. That's fine, we'll take care of them. This is terrible.
I need a favor.
About the deserts? Okay. We'll fight in the desert. As long as there's rivers in the desert, we'll still fight. Oh no, I'm not gonna make that joke. I mean, I already did, but you know, I'm not gonna keep going with it.
During the Millennium Festival, the leaders of all territories were supposed to gather together and pledge perpetual peace. But now that hope has been dashed, thanks to the Emperor's actions. The kingdom is also vastly different than before. I guess we'll never return to the world as it was 5 years ago.
I'd never say never. Just takes some time, some change, and some people to forcibly change the ideals of the many. Okay. Hey Rex from Xenoblade. How's it going? I heard that you like poultry. Thanks for the weak stone. Alright, let's do this.
It's not just for my village that I'm fighting alongside you here, you know. It's also that Captain Gerald asked me, his first and greatest apprentice, to look out for you. Of course, it wouldn't be enough just to keep you alive. It's my duty to make sure you win, too. So do your best, Professor, and count on me to watch your back.
Alright. Let's see, who else do we need to talk to? Somebody in here. It's Petra?
Edelgard is controlling the Empire. She is putting the pressure on the Kingdom in alliance. Empire and religion are at open war. It will be difficult for us at first, but corrupt nobles are many. That means the common people will rebel and be joining our side. With you, Professor, the battle tides will turn. I have certainty.
Axes and flying? Really? I'm surprised that this is the combination that you teach, but okay. Thanks. Yeah, well, I mean, she got writing and stuff when you know, we were trying to recruit her, but I was surprised about the whole, you know, other thing, but that's okay.
Fighting alongside you and everyone else is a dream come true, Professor. And don't worry about my little sis. Right now, she's back home helping out with the family business. I kind of figured I was going to be stuck going back and taking over for her. But thanks to you and Claude, I get to work on my dream of becoming a proper knight.
Yeah, I guess in the circumstances you would be able to do that. More axes and fist and armor. Alright, keeping that in mind. Where haven't we went? We haven't went to the dining area yet. Or the reception hall area, I suppose.
Teach. Hey there, my friend. It's funny how the monastery was once in ruins, but now it's downright bustling. Thanks to a little promise 5 years ago, our buddies have all gathered, and even the knights have returned. It's like we were all just waiting for you to awaken. And now, we're all going to band together against the Imperial Army. You should go and talk to everyone if you can. There may be some who are still on the fence.
Of course. Only flying? Only flying. That's kind of disappointing, Clyde. I thought you would teach me a little bit about archery, but you know, whatever. Whatever you say.
Professor, I am so glad you are unharmed. No matter the path you walk, I will be with you every step of the way. Anything you ask of me, I shall see it through. You saved my life, and I am in your debt.
Oh, I learned magic from you? Good to know. Thank you, Flame. You have a usefulness outside of
During
battle.
his search for her grace, the Archbishop, Seteth has visited churches all across the land. It served to demonstrate to the devout across Fodlan that the Church of Seros is still going strong. As a result, the faithful are not currently in a state of chaos.
Let's go over to the church, because I know there's quite a few people over here who are raring to talk to us. Oh. Hey, it's Ignatz.
It's been fixed up quite a bit, but its battle scars aren't so easily erased. To think that a glorious cathedral with a 1,000-year history would end up like this. I'll rebuild this place someday. This cathedral is the symbol of Fodlan. Maybe I should paint a picture of the beautiful cathedral of old. Well, I still remember what it looked like.
Oh, well that's interesting. My bow skill is higher than his? Oof, that... Oof. Ha! Oof, I didn't know any better, bro. Oh, or maybe that's why Petra had only axe. Yeah, because the thing about going into the future is that depending on how low your skills ranks are with your weapons and certain things, that you can learn skills from the other characters who have higher skill proficiency than you, until you get higher than them. So maybe that was the case.
Dear Goddess, even with the church in shambles, we can still pray. The Goddess will surely hear our prayers. But still, I hope the church can return to its former beauty someday.
Yeah, okay. She has the same magic as Flame. Right, let's see. I thought there was more. Yeah, Mercy. Who's over here? Hello!
You're here, Professor, along with everyone from our old class. It's like we've gone back in time. When I think that I'll be around you again, all of my sorrows just drift away.
Let's do our best together.
Yes. I'll at least try not to hold anyone back. Let's work together for the common good, like we did 5 years ago.
I can learn magic from you, which is nice. I really do need to learn some more strong magic so I can start blowing up the fields, right? Alright, let's go talk with Lysithia. There you are. Reading in the corner?
I've grown weary and impatient. These past 5 years, my hands have been bound. But now, I can finally take action with a clear goal. I'm grateful to you and to everyone.
And this goal is?
Down with the Empire. Surely peace will soon follow if the Empire is overthrown. Then my parents can finally find peace themselves.
Fair enough. And of course I can learn magic from you, so I have 3 people to learn some decent magic from, so I'm gonna be happy with that when I get the chance to. We'll talk to the best boy last. For now. Hey Hanneman, how's everything going with you?
Thankfully, it appears the records and equipment I need for my research have not been damaged. I am most curious, though. You say you were asleep for 5 whole years. Incredible. Perhaps this is another effect of your crest. I do look forward to investigating you in greater detail.
We can talk about
Wonderful news. I am most excited to begin. We must find the time, of course.
Of course I can learn magic from Hanneman, so I mean I'm not surprised there, but I got some people I can learn some good magic from.
5 long years I've searched for you and the Archbishop. It is a pleasure to see you again. The Church of Seros will follow you from now on, but please do not abandon the search for Lady Rhea.
I'll do whatever it takes to find her.
Thank you. I know the battles ahead will be dire, but we will support you with all our strength. 5. The Church of...
Oh, wow. He teaches a lot. What? How is his higher than mine? Well, whatever. If I have nothing else to gain, then I'll be doing that. Which, I mean, I'm gonna probably stay this one enlightened class for probably, like, the rest of the time during the game. Only because it's only fitting. That's why. And that, and also I'm already gonna be pretty OD, all things considering. So... what's over here? Oh, it's just another bulletin board. Never mind. Best boy! Talk to me.
I don't know anything about rebuilding, but I can sure do my best to clean up the mess. I'm gonna keep Lady Rhea's room spotless, so she can use it right away whenever she gets back. You gotta find her, Professor. You just gotta.
And of course, flying in axes. Okay. Scoliosis. So, I mean, we're about 30 minutes into the video, I think, at this point. We have only a few quests left that we need to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and hand some of them in.
Hello there. Oh, good. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm pretty...
Alright, what requests do we still have? Ah, the fishing one. Yeah. We gotta go do the fishing, of course. Well, how dumb am I? Come on, man. Gotta go fishing. Gotta find that mysterious fish. Oh, I think that was it, actually. Gosh. Oh god, please! I've been pretty rusty at the fishing minigame because I haven't played it at all since I've been playing. Whoop! Ah, that's the rare fish he was talking about. I'm still gonna fish some more because we're already here, so no. And as you can tell, that one was a very rare fish. Because it gave us... that would have gave us $2,000 just for selling. And it actually is really good for cooking, for stats. But, unfortunately, the other item that you need to get is very infrequent when it comes to getting stats. So, good luck trying to make use of it in that way. But, you know. It's for a quest anyway, so we're not going to be able to keep it once we leave this menu. So that's why I'm going to do some fishing. That's embarrassing. Two more will do it, I think. I haven't found a Goldie, so I'm not gonna waste all my stuff if I'm not gonna get a Goldie. Guess I'll get the small one, I guess. Not gonna actually roll. Alright.
You've done me a great service.
You're welcome. Unfortunately, I didn't get to keep that fish, but that's okay. But yeah, what am I going to do with the rest of my time? Well, there is one more place that we need to actually check. So we're going to warp over there in just a second. So hold on tight.
Professor!
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. It's you. You're still alive. It's been 5 whole years, hasn't it? Time flies when you're standing guard. That's right, I've been here the whole time. Day in and day out. Not like I have anywhere else to be. Looks like the Knights of Seros have returned. I wonder if Mr. Backup is back too.
Still worrying about Mr. Backup, I see. Hey, Constance. Hey, you looking really good.
Oh, you have the look of someone relieved to see me. Before you ask, yes, my superior spellcraft is yours. It's your reward for waiting so patiently for me.
That would help me a lot.
Your quick acceptance of the truth is gratifying. But my assistance has a price. I expect you to aid me in fulfilling my dream of restoring House Nouvelle.
I mean, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I like her design. This is my first time seeing her post-time skip design, so I'm happy with this.
Oh no. A lot of folks cleared out once the fighting started. People are saying it was the church that used to keep order around here.
What do you require? Now let me see. Marvelous. This one should be proud of their growth. Now let me see. Marvelous. This one should be proud of their growth. Now let me see. Marvelous. This one should be proud of their growth. Now let me see. I expect much from this one. Yes, indeed. Now let me see. Marvelous. This one should be proud of their growth.
As you
now
can
let
tell,
me see.
our team is
yes,
coming
this one's
together.
growth is going quite well.
Some of us more than others,
Now let
but
me
you know.
see. Marvelous. This one should be proud of their
As
growth.
you can tell, we're
Now let me
about to
see.
be doing some business.
Marvelous. This one should be proud of their growth. Now let me see. Marvelous. This one should be proud of their growth. Now let me see. I
Jeez,
expect
my
much
dude.
from this one. Yes, indeed. Now let me see. Marvelous. This one should be proud of their growth.
We put in
Now
work.
let me see.
We put in work.
I expect much from this one. Yes, indeed.
We put in work, you know. You know how it is. We put in work. Alright.
Fare thee well.
Alright, now that I'm done showing off. Where do we gotta go next? Well, we gotta see if Bolt is around. But also, before we do that...
Need something?
Influencer. Fame. Fortune teller will come... Okay.
This one?
A new quest has been unlocked. Okay.
This one?
There we go. More people in the Shadow Library. Okay.
See you again soon.
Hey, Baltus.
These past 5 years have been so chaotic, even the bounty hunters backed off. I kinda miss the chase. I don't have family ties worth fighting for, so these muscles are up for grabs. Use me as you see fit, pal.
I'm counting on you.
You're a smart one. Just point me at a problem and I'll smash it up for you. If you're worried my skills have dulled from disuse, think again. I've been fighting thieves to stay sharp. Got a favor to ask.
Oh, Killer Knuckles Plus? Really? Alright. Infists and axes, of course. Unfortunately, we don't have Yuri and your girl, Happy here, but you know, it's a small price to pay for our consistency in this story, so that's why I'm keeping it the way it is. I am sorry if I disappointed anybody. Also, I don't think I need anything at this altar for right now because we're kind of already decked out. Our team is kind of already slow mode. I don't really have to think too much. I can just go. Yeah. So, oh yeah, these are still the two boys from like earlier on, and they just got to glow up. All right. Let's see. Is there anything in the scrap room that I could take? Broken iron gauntlets, lance, and some swords. All right. A fortune teller's in here. Oh, the Wayseeker. That's what you're called, huh? Let's see. They said there would be a new quest, so the bulletin board, perhaps? Divine books. Okay. Well, I guess we're going back so we can go and see what this new thing we got will give us. I can just go over here, right? Bulletin board.
If you don't mind.
Hello.
I have a favor to ask.
Go to Abyss and search for rare books once found listed. Alright, cool. I mean, easy enough. Is there another bulletin nearby? Yes, in the kitchen, luckily. And then I literally tapped the person I needed to go and talk to anyways.
Maybe.
I have a favor to ask.
Find the Wayseeker. Okay, well, I already know where she is, so. Alright, guess I'm going back to Abyss now. See you guys in a second. Alright, so back in Abyss, we're back. We're in the library. Well, we found that rare book for that one person. Right. And then we just gotta go talk to the Wayseeker. Or Finder. I forget which one it was, which title it was, but whatever. It does not matter to me. It does not.
Why, hello there.
Give someone renown for the Wayseeker and she can tell you about the bonds between allies. Okay. Strengthen bonds. Analyze the relationship. Select a pair and boost their support points. I mean, is this really useful? I don't think this is really useful. Huh. I'm just saying this is not as useful as it could be. This is really out of all the things that they add for this New Game Plus or for the DLC, this is like one of the least interesting things. We could do that.
Come back.
I mean,
soon
it's
now.
somewhat interesting, but also I'm just like, It's like, it's pretty mid. I thought I was gonna give us something like
Professor.
completely useful, but it didn't. Alright, let's go ahead and hand back this book. Hey, girl.
My savior, thank you.
Mithril and Umber Steel. Alright, cool.
My savior, thank you.
You're welcome. Alright, well, I think that's going to be it for this episode, but before we end off, let's get some action in. I will spend a point real quick to do this. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, you know who already's going in.
I can work with this.
He actually gets less stats for that? Wow, she gets less stats. Well, I mean, that's fair, I guess, but whatever. I want my girl in here and just destroying people. That's all I want. Let's end off this video right. Her skills haven't dulled at all.
Sorry, but it's you or me. You're making me work. Sorry, but it's you or me.
Man, Hilda sounds like a hardened battle warrior now. Remember when she sounded all cutesy? And now she's just like, I'm gonna tear out your throat. I'm like, wow, I love this glow up.
Can't afford to slack off.
For right now, I was gonna say, like, right now I'm thinking that Hilda kind of looks like a Sakura Wars
Never let your
character
guard down.
with her hair down like that and that costume. Just kind of gives me that vibe. All right, here comes the finale.
Can't afford to slack off.
Yay, she did it. She's epic. She's great. She's Hilda. Silver Sword Plus. Actually, I'm actually wondering, would it have been better for her to be in the other class then? Because it seems like, even though we put her in the, what would be considered the fighting class, it seems like she was a lot weaker, so I just want to experiment. Well, she loses her crit chance, but, you know.
Can't afford to slack off.
Her grace and elegance gets back.
Never let your guard down.
Alright. Well, I mean, this just makes it impossible for anybody to hit her.
Can't afford to slack off.
Which is exactly what I want to see when using my girl, so.
Fighting wears me out.
I'm actually surprised that I can't double with this. Oh wow. That was very interesting.
Never let your guard down.
I mean, it was above 50%, but I'm just surprised. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode of Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses to Golden Winds, my lovely chats of the internet. And next time, when we come back, we'll actually be going into our first set of battles with all of our team kind of just blown up. So until then, I've been Multi12678 and I'll catch you lovely chats of the internet next time. So ciao, ciao, until then.